With the Plymouth 60, there's a new day dawning for you. With the Plymouth 60, there's a new day dawning for you. With the smoothest riding car you ever knew.
No more shake, rattle and roll.
No.
No more shake, rattle and roll.
No.
No more shake, rattle and roll.
No.
No more shake, rattle and roll.
Oh.
No more shake,
Rattle and roll, go!
drive a Plymouth 60, the answer to all your dreams.
All your dreams. Drive a Plymouth 60, the answer to all your dreams.
All your dreams.
When you ride inside, you glide on sweet moonbeams.
Sweet moonbeams.
This is a 1960 Plymouth Fury Convertible. They made about 7,000 of these, and they were kind of rust prone, so most of them are probably rusted and gone. So you don't see it very often. This particular car was restored 9 years ago in California, and I got it about 3 years ago. It had about 140,000 miles on it when it was restored, and I drive it about 2,000 miles each summer. And it's kind of, it's fun to drive. It kind of floats down the road. It's got some interesting features. Probably the most obvious one are the swivel seats. The seats have a latch and a spring, and you open the door and unlatch it, and you can swivel it out to sit in it. It makes it a little easier to sit in it, to get in, but my theory is that they were meant more for women. In that era, the fashion had these pencil dresses that were real long and tight, and it enabled women to get in and out much easier. That's just my theory. Some of the other features in the car are the squarish steering wheel. It's called an aero wheel. That was an option. Takes a little getting used to because it's not round. It has a 45 RPM record player that was a factory option. You put about a dozen records on, 45s, and you can play it while you're driving. It doesn't skip too much. If you hit a big bump, it will skip, but it works pretty well. The engine in the car is a 318 cubic inch V8 with 260 horsepower and 345 pounds of torque. Because the car was restored, the engine and transmission have all been rebuilt, and the engine compartment is detailed, so it presents real well. Perhaps one of the most bizarre features of the car are the tail fins. This is the last year for the tail fins from Plymouth. They're about 1.5 inches lower than the 1959 Cadillac tail fins that are sort of the king of the hill. And this is the last year. After this, the tail fins were flattened out and started to disappear. Trunk is roomy. I can put quite a few people in the trunk to sneak in the drive-in if that's necessary. Another feature of the car is are the Kelsey Hayes wire wheels. Those were an option. They were an option at the dealer at the time, and I've got radial tires on there for it's easier. It's a better ride than the original bias ply. Oh, another interesting thing. If we look in here again, the transmission is a push-button torque flight, and you can see the different buttons for the different gears and the lever for park. Some people call it typewriter drive. And the speedometer is kind of a horizontal red line that rotates inside, so the faster you go, the farther the red line goes across. Some people call it a thermometer speedometer. So that's the 1960 Plymouth Fury. It's kind of George Jetson styling, and my wife has a term for it. She calls it wretched excess.
That's the sweetest story that anyone ever told.
out, no more roll.
Solid 460. Plymouth. Built a new solid way to give you solid satisfaction.